And we now have with us Rich Marquardt from LCP Group. Welcome, Rich.
Thank you, Mona, and thanks for having me today.
Where are you calling from?
I actually live in Connecticut, Mona, but our offices are based in New York, so we're taking all precautions, and everybody is working from home, obviously.
Yes, obviously. I do know you do have a project in New York and you have a project in Florida. Perhaps you want to expand a little. What kind of projects?
Yeah, sure. We have projects all across the country, Mona, and I think right now some of the biggest projects we have, one is in New York and one is in Florida, as you said. The good news for both of our projects in particular is that both are still under construction. And in the case of Florida, there are stay-at-home restrictions, but essential businesses are still allowed to operate. And an essential business in Florida includes ongoing construction. So
is it hospitality in both, or
it is a hotel in Florida, and the project in New York is a mixed-use condominium and retail investment.
Well, that's kind of safer because there's always a need, there's always a demand for residential and mixed use in New York City.
Yes, I mean, we are based here in New York City in Westchester. We strongly believe in New York. We believe in its resiliency, and it's bounced back from other economic crises before, and we believe it'll come back and hopefully stronger than ever. And the good news is, with our deal being under construction, the construction, even though it may be paused for a short period of time, it's going to be able to come back up. And hopefully by the time the condos go into the market and the retail requires tenants to come in, we're going to be at a point where the markets have come back somewhat.
That's actually a very positive sign. I was reading in the Sunday papers that it may not be as long as people think, and maybe by the middle of next year or early next year, we might see the markets come back to where they were.
Yeah, we're hoping that's true as well. I think, we were hoping for the V curve come back where it was sort of a sharp decline and then a quick bounce back. It might be more of a U-shaped curve and take a little bit longer than everyone originally anticipated, but we're optimistic. We hope things come back sooner than later, obviously, as everyone else does.
Right. Have you managed to take advantage of any of the government programs?
We have, as a company, as a small business company, we have been able to take advantage. We actually own 4 hotels, and we were able to get some relief from the Paycheck Protection Program. But yeah, our hotels are taking advantage of that. Some of our clients and borrowers and relationships that we deal with are taking advantage of that. And that's one great thing about the United States, is that they have clearly shown and will continue to show, I hope, that they will support small businesses, individuals, and corporations through the crisis. And many other countries may not provide this type of stimulus package that America
Well, they may not have that ability. That's a really good point. Yeah.
Right.
So how are you handling your investors right now? I'm sure they're panicked too.
Well, I don't think a lot of our investors are panicked, and some are certainly concerned. But what we're doing is just staying in constant communication with our people and telling them exactly what the updates are. If there's an issue, we report an issue. If there's a concern, we report that. But knock on wood, to date, everything has continued to pay on loans. The investments are still under construction in some cases, and things hopefully will bounce back sooner than later and get back to life as normal. And Mona, just to add here, the LCP Group, we've been around for over 45 years investing in commercial real estate projects, and we feel
45 years has been well before the EB5 began.
Well before EB5. So we have, let's just say we have some experience in the up and down markets, and we've always made it out safe and still here. So we believe we'll make it through this one as well. And I would just say I encourage investors across the board, and whether you're EB5 or not, to get in touch with your sponsors and ask for information, ask for updates on projects if you're concerned. And, real-time information is important and key to understanding and maybe relieving some of your stress.
I agree. And I think it's also important for the regional centers to be proactive in this, because the last thing you want is anxious investors, and then of course everybody is concerned, and then the project or real estate or regional center who haven't got time to deal with you. I mean, that's not nice. But believe it or not, there are quite a few who've reached out to us and said that they're not getting any response. So I think it's important.
Well, that's really surprising and unfortunate.
Thanks, Rich. Great having you on our show.
Thank you so much, Mona.